So you don't let him express himself. So tell me, where did you come from? Did you come from a different planet? Mm-hmm. Why do you do this to him? Have you just come down purposely to dim his light? Mm-hmm. And tell me, why didn't you go to Spirit yourself? Why didn't you go back to Source?
We do what we want.
You do what you want. Mm-hmm. So where are you from? Are you from a different planet or a different sphere? Explain to me. How did you get there?
We just live below Earth.
You live below Earth. Well, did you know that you can actually go to Source and that you don't have to live so benevolently? Would you like to see what it would be like for you to go back to Spirit?
Yeah.
So what I want to do now is, in a moment I'm going to place a leather-bound book in your hands. And I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to open that book to the first page. And that will be your first impression of just what it would be like to release yourself from this body and go back to Source. So when you're ready, 3, see that leather-bound book in your hand now. 2, see your hands around the pages now, and 3, open that page and describe to me what you see. Is there anybody waiting for you? Describe to me what's happening. What do you see there?
I go back to my land, my teepees.
To your land and your teepees, yeah. Very good. So you can actually go back up to Spirit to heal this memory, can't you? Yeah? Because you're not serving my client today, are you? You're holding him back. Would you like to go back to Spirit? Yeah? So what I want to do is I want to call on Archangel Serial now to come forward. And I'd like her to come forward to help you repair this loving relationship that you had with that land, to be able to forgive yourself and provide you some compassion and acceptance. So when you're ready, I'm going to place my hand on your heart now. And I'm going to ask Archangel Ariel to go in there now and start collecting all the memory of this past life. See it as the journey and take away those experiences. But this life is over and it was a lesson, not a life sentence. Go in there now and start gathering all that memory, all those emotions and all that hurt. And feel it coming up to my hand, and my hand is like a magnet. And the more I talk, the stronger and stronger my hand becomes. That all that memory now is brought up and into my hand. Are you ready to let go now? Yeah. So I'm going to take that away from you. And I'm going to ask Archangel Cyril to offer that up to the universe. And may the light of the universe always accompany you. So what can I replace into this heart area that will do him some good? Is there a colour or a word?
White light.
White light. So as I place my hand here now, I call on Archangel Michael to come forward, who resonates with the colour blue. And I want him to put his blue sword of light now into this heart area. And feel his blue sword of light now igniting that emotional charge once more, striking through the chords of those memories, knowing that they're now gone. And see this blue sword of light now soaking into this heart area, almost like a liquid spiritual energy. And see it being absorbed by your heart muscle, soaking into that heart now, softening the heart, knowing that you're ready to give love, to receive love, knowing that you have all the spiritual protection of the archangels that are working with you, knowing that your guides are assisting you to get on your path, and see that energy filling your heart now until it's completely full. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. So, for myself, what I want to do now is I want you to look at the body again and tell me if there's anything else in this body that is holding that we can release today. Or are we ready for the questions?
I'm good.
You're good. So I want to ask about the tattoos that he has. Explain to me, what do these represent?
My roots.
Your roots. Your American roots?
Yeah.
So now that you've got those American roots embedded in you, what I want you to do is I want you to see that life, and I want you to see all the joy and the love that you had in that life. I want you to see your wife and the love that you had for her. And I want you to totally absorb yourself in those loving memories and know it was a life worth living. Knowing that that wife is in spirit waiting for you. Yeah? And I'm going to ask now for Archangel Hanel to release all this negative energy that is being released from you now, to be able to absorb it as you release it into the atmosphere. I want them to gather all this energy now that's coming out of you, that was clinging you to the past and your hurt. I want Archangel Haniel now to go in and gather all of that past trauma and allow for healing. And I want now for you to feel the colour ray yellow now coming in. Feel that sun's ray now, just shining over your body now, bringing everything back into line, knowing that that was a memory and you survived that memory, and you're going to take all the love and the lessons from that life and move forward. Feel the love from spirit now filling your body up. You're here to work for a purpose, and allow them to take that memory of sadness from you now. Very good. I want to ask about his son. What's the purpose of his son being here with him? Has he had lives with him before?
I don't know.
Does his son have any particular gifts?
He's a big, strong warrior.
He's a strong warrior. So So is it for my client to protect and guide him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I want to ask, who is my client? Where did he come from? I want him to see his soul and tell me, who is he? Does he come from a different galaxy? See yourself there now. Describe it to me.
I'm American Indian.
You're an American Indian?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Long black hair. I see myself in a brown coloured blanket.
In a brown blanket.
My wife's the same. She's got long black hair.
And you've got your wife there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stood at the side of her. Long black hair, beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
And a brown blanket.
So I want you to bring that love with you.
And I see my son, who's huge. He looks about 8 foot.
Your son is about 8 foot.
Yeah, he's brown and very muscly.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to see your wife and your son there, and I want you to step into their energy and their love, and I just want you to feel that vibration. Totally absorb yourself into their energy, knowing that their energy will always be with you. Just absorb all that love and feel it infusing into your body, knowing that they'll always be there. Very good. So can I ask, what's the purpose of this life today? What is he learning in this life today? What are the lessons that he made a contract to come and learn in this life today? See him choosing this life. What lessons did he choose to learn?
To heal.
To heal. Mm-hmm. And how's he going to heal? Is he going to use his mind or his hands or music? How's he going to specifically heal?
Water.
Water. Thank you. And I want you now to see his guides that have come with him to work on this journey. And I want them to present themselves now in front of him. Mm-hmm. Release all that negative energy now. Just see it, just
He needs happiness.
He needs happiness. Just allow all that negative energy now to lift out of the body.
This is good. Happiness.
Yeah. So these are happy tears. I want you now to see your guides in front of you and tell me, how many guides do you have? What do they look like?
See Justin.
Justin. So he's part of one of your guides in your group. And do you see any other souls there that are working with you today?
I see Wim Hof.
You see who?
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof. Describe their energy to me. What do they give to you?
Good energy.
Good energy. And I want you to connect now with his body and tell me, how is his health doing? Just connect with the energy in his body. So what's his health like now? How's he doing?
Good.
He's doing good. So now we've come to the end of the session. Is there anything that I should have asked or ought to have asked? Tell me, does my client astral travel in his sleep? Or does he go to different places? Where does he go?
To the universe.
To the universe.